He's so sweet looking. Hello, my dear sweet friends. My name's Denise, and I'm here to tell you a bedtime story. This one I'm really excited to share. It's called Benjy's Doghouse. And this one is about a little dog who runs away from home, but he then comes to find out that his home's the best place ever. So let's see what this is about. And go ahead and go grab your stuffed animals. I got mine right here. I'm going to give him a big hug. Oh, wow. Oh, Mark's the best. Thank you, Mark. All right, guys, let's do it. This is called Benjy's Doghouse. Benjy was a brown dog with long ears and a short tail. He lived with father, mother, Linda, and Jimmy. Every evening when Linda and Jimmy went to bed, Benjy went to bed too. Sometimes he slept on Linda's bed, and sometimes he slept on Jimmy's. Benjy loved going to bed. One day, Father said, "Benjy's not a puppy anymore. I think it's about time he slept outside. Let's make that old apple barrel into a doghouse." I don't know what this dad is thinking. I love when dogs sleep with me. But I guess some households are different. Father brought the barrel out of the cellar. Jimmy put bricks on either side to keep it from rolling, and Linda painted it. Then Mother put a blanket inside, and the doghouse was finished. Everybody stood around it, admiring it. Everybody, that is, except for Benjy. That night at bedtime, Father put Benjy in the doghouse. "Now go to sleep," he said. But Benjy couldn't sleep. It was dark out there, and he missed Linda and Jimmy. He got up, went to the back door, and whined, but nobody came to let him in. Benjy decided to look for somewhere else to sleep. He went to the main street of town and stopped at the all-night diner. "No dogs allowed in here," said the owner. Poor little pup, out on his own. Benjy went to the firehouse. "Can't come in here," said the fireman. "Spot hates other dogs." He went to the police station. "Better go home, doggy," said the policeman. Benjy turned and walked slowly down the street. Everyone's telling him no. All at once, Benjy saw a light in the bakery. He ran over and barked at the door. "Come on in," said the baker. "Nice to have a visitor. My cat ran away weeks ago. It's been lonely around here without her." The baker gave Benjy a meat pie and fixed him a bed of empty flour sacks. No. Some people are so warm and inviting. I love that. Benjy spent the night in the warm, cozy bakery. Early next morning, he went home, rested and cheerful. From then on, Benjy spent his days with the family and his nights with the baker. Benjy was happy. So were Father and Mother. They thought he slept in his doghouse every night. But Linda and Jimmy weren't happy. They really missed Benjy. One night, Benjy went to the bakery as usual. The moment he walked through the door, a howling ball of fur flew at him. Benjy was so surprised he couldn't even move. And he got a scratch on the nose. The baker came running. "Cut it out, kitty," he yelled, and chased the cat away. That must be the cat that he lost. "My cat came back today with kittens," said the baker. "Sorry, you can't come here anymore, pal. Here's a present for you." He gave Benji a paper bag. Benji took the bag and walked slowly out of the door and down the street. Now he'd have to sleep in that dark, lonely doghouse. Poor pup. When Benji got back, he put down the bag and just sat there. He felt miserable. All at once, he sniffed the bag. Meat pies. He ate one. It tasted so good that he ate another one, and another, till all the meat pies were gone. Then he curled up to go to sleep, but in that little while... Benji began to have an awful stomach ache. He tossed and turned and had bad dreams all night long. In the morning, he didn't even get up. "Poor Benji's sick," said Jimmy. "Look, there's a bag from the bakery," said Linda. "Maybe he took something and ate it," said Mother. "I think you'd better go and see the baker after school." Eaten too many pies. I've definitely had that happen to me before. That afternoon, the children went to the bakery. Benji went too. He was feeling better. "Our dog took this bag from your store," said Linda. "We want to pay for it," said Jimmy. "Say, that's my friend," cried the baker. "I gave him that bag full of meat pies. He used to stay with me every night, but that's all over." The baker took them to the back room. "My cat came back yesterday with kittens," he said. "You'd better keep that dog home or he'll get scratched." "Don't worry," said Linda and Jimmy. "We will." They finally figured out where he was staying at night. When they got home, Linda said, "The baker gave Benji a bag of meat pies. Benji used to go there every night." "I bet he was lonely," said Jimmy. "Please let him sleep in the house again, Dad." "Maybe you're right," said Father. "Maybe Benji was lonely. It's all right with me if he sleeps inside again." "Hooray!" cried the children, and Benji wagged his tail. That night, Benji slept on Jimmy's bed, and the next night, he slept on Linda's. It was just like old times. Oh, I'm so happy they let him back. A few days later, Jimmy and Linda made Benny's doghouse into a strawberry barrel. They made holes in the barrel, filled it with earth, and planted strawberry plants in the holes. Benji watched happily. Now he knew for sure he'd never have to sleep in that old barrel again. The end. Oh, that was a really cute story. I love happy endings. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for letting me read to you, and thank you guys for letting me inside your homes, but now it's time to go to bed. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Let's give our stuffies one more big hug before we go. Ooh, that was a good one. Say bye, Mark. Bye. Bye, guys.